Well, hello there. How's everybody doing out there? You having a wonderful day? here we are, another live stream coming to you live from Atascadero, California, where we get the ocean breeze on a good day. And it's a beautiful day here. I think it's a beautiful day in the country. I just talked to my mother-in-law in Colorado, and she says it's beautiful there. Beautiful. I said that'll change in 2 hours. So anyway, here we are. Wes is here with us. Say hi, Wes.
Hey everybody. Is my mic working? Good? Yeah, check. You hear me?
Yeah. You've got that deep voice, that radio announcer puking voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monster
it's gonna
trucks.
Be a great show this morning. Yeah. We do have some cool stuff coming up though.
What do we have coming up?
Heritage just launched a brand new guitar today.
Today?
And a new pickup.
All right.
Today. Yeah, today's the day. And
that'll be interesting.
The price tag, the price tag's pretty interesting. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna talk about that, and pretty cool little performance at your former high school, at Newberry Park High School. A guitar performance that.
No way.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
You know, I met. Okay.
And then also a performance at the White House.
Really?
That we're going to talk about. Yeah. So we got some stuff. You got that.
I hope Mr. Biden is going to be in on it.
You got that new guitar today.
That's right.
So yeah, we've been waiting to show that thing off for a long time.
Yeah. Well, we got it a week or two ago, and we didn't do the live stream because I was just feeling under the weather. But now...
Oh, my God.
I'm doing really good.
Oh, wow. That sounded...
You know,
Dang,
that's what my Ford sounded like when I tried to start the damn thing in 6 volt.
Can you not do that?
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
It's gross.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's not good TV.
All right. But anyway, and now my Ford goes, starts up. Yeah, we've got this guitar, a 1960. Should we start talking about that right away here?
Let's talk about what you have coming up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to talk about Autumn Leaves. We just played Autumn Leaves. I'm going to do a couple versions of it, and then we're going to do a harmonic analysis of the song. And it's going to be, it's a fairly simple song, but it's a formula that's transferred over to many, many other tunes in one way or another. And so we're going to talk about that. And then the C minor, we're going to do some blues in C minor. And, we got a bunch of stuff.
Well, you're missing the big story is this dream that you've had for so long is finally coming true.
You're talking about the pickup ring? Yeah.
Yeah, you've been wanting to do this for so long, and now we're finally seeing it come to reality. I mean, aren't you excited about that?
I'm very excited about it because, we always had this problem with 2 pickup guitars. You never use the back pickup. You never use it, do you? Maybe once or twice in its lifetime you turn it on and go twang, twang to play a tune or something. I don't. Even a rock tune sounds better with the front pickup. So I always thought, why not take that damn thing off? Get the 1.5 pounds of metal off the top, and let's put on a pickup ring that's got a speaker cloth on it. So you get, the projection of the guitar. And my friend, Rob Rakes, is he here today?
I haven't seen him yet, but I'm sure.
There he is, Robin R. Hello, Rob. He is there, and we've got some pictures of that pickup ring. And so he's a technician and an amplifier builder. And, it takes somebody that's, even though the idea sounds simple, I'm not artistic enough to make it look good. And so he is. Anyway, so we're going to take a look at that. What else am I missing?
I don't know. I think that's about it. I don't know. You tell me.
Okay,
Am
well,
I supposed to know what you're thinking?
yeah, pretty much. You're the producer. So, yeah, you know what? We've got coming in, listen to this. We've got coming in a Gibson 165. It'll probably be here today. A Gibson 775. Rare, hard to find. So I got another one coming in. I've so many people ask me about that guitar because it sounds great. And then this guitar over here is a Eastman 372, a real, the low end of the Eastman line, and they sound great. And we'll play it later on. And I've got two of those coming in, and this is how Eastman works, or all these companies nowadays. Man, it's like I call up Steve and say, "Hey, Steve, could you order me a couple 372s, please?" Okay. When do you think they'll be in? Well, between 4 and 12 months, somewhere around there. So we were gone all day yesterday and the day before, going to our doctor appointments. And yeah, my hair's all messed up, Wes. Where's makeup when you need them? And then I get a notice. Eastman just charged my card. So I'm wondering, what the heck did I get? I forgot all about them. So now I've got 3 of these. And so they're really a nice guitar for, and you'll hear them. They play great, easy.
Yeah. And then we're also supposed to get a D'Angelico guitar after we're going to try to team up with them. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
going to be big for us.
They actually talked to us.
Yeah. So that's hopefully in the mail and should be coming along soon. So that would be real fun for us, for sure.
Yeah. So,
Shaft 9000 says, I'd check that pickup with a multimeter. It seems to be very low output, possibly degaussed some.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it is.
I mean, it was plenty loud in my earphones.
It's I messed with the position of it, and because the angle of it, I tried to get it to angle a little more towards the back of the neck. I don't know. It's your Gibson PAF. This isn't okay. Let's talk about this guitar. You want it, Wes?
Sure.
All right. A 1966 175. It's in really nice shape. Now, I want to say it's been shot over with lacquer. And the guy I got it from didn't really know, but I believe it has been. And it looks to me like this binding has been replaced because of notice it's white, all the rest of the binding is yellow. So that could be a factor. I don't know. It's in beautiful shape, though. It's got the original tuners. Frets have been refretted, a nice fret job. The pickup's been replaced. The bridge has been replaced. Let's see, how did that work? Oh, the bridge on it I replaced the foot I replaced the pole pieces, or the bridge piece, the screw part, because they were gold for some reason. Anyway, replaced that. That's I think that's a knockoff pickup. God, I can't talk. Bridge tune-o-matic, and then that's a new part too. But the electronics here, these are original. They're with the pots that are covered with the cans. So those are original. I don't know about the pickguard. My guess that's probably been replaced too. But it's a 1966, so when you look at it, it's in beautiful shape.
It does seem extra shiny.
Yeah.
So I don't see that thing being.
My guess is it has been shot.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, look at how shiny it is.
It is. It's shiny. And shiny bubbles.
Is there something in it? Right. No.
No.
Right.
Yeah,
There is. Turn it sideways. Now flip it back.
I don't know.
Maybe that's this. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh well.
You hear
Oh,
that?
that's a. I raised the pickups off. Can you see that? See how I raised them off the top? And anyway, I dropped one in there. So you get an extra pickup ring washer.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what's in there. And I actually
fun.
raised it quite high off the top. I probably didn't need to at the time, but I did. I just put 2 washers in the front here. So anyway, that's the guitar. So a 66 has got a 1 9/16 nut width. Some people don't like that. I like it. And I had a discovery. You know, if your action is really low, you don't have to press very hard. Your action's high, you have to press hard. The harder you press on a string, the more your finger spreads out. So you know how a lot of guys like 1 3/4 inch nut width? Like my friend Joel, I thought I saw him on the list here.
He's here.
Okay, Joel. Hi, Joel Henderson. He likes the 1 3/4 inch nut width. He's got fat fingers. I mean, my fingers aren't skinny. Gee, Joel, I thought your fingers would be a little skinnier, but that's a joke.
Hilarious.
Well, only Joel would get it. But my point is, when you press down on the string, if your action's higher, you got to press harder. Your finger spreads out, and it might be harder to get in between these strings. I personally don't have that problem. So I got no problem with that. If the action's very low, so it's not a problem. So anyway, that's what this is, and it's got a slim neck. So I'm either going to keep this or sell it. I haven't decided yet. I've just been enjoying it, so I don't know.
He's selling it. He's gonna go. He's gonna sell it for sure. So if you're interested, send him an email and. Good God, man! You need a mute button over there.
Well, I do. I need a cough button. You know, they used to call that mute button a cough button.
Yeah.
In the old days, right?
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the deal is, I'm going to either sell this one or this. The guitars are back. The thing is backwards when I look in the camera. Or this one.
Which is what?
This is a 1. Let's take a look at this one. I've played it many times. This is a 125, which is essentially the same thing without the inlays. It's got dots. The neck on this is a little more rounded. Again, this has been shot over too. It's got new tuners on it. It's got the same pickup on it. Um, a newer tailpiece. It's got the old bridge on it, I think it is. And anyway, if you take a look at this bridge, I don't know, Wes, can you get really tight into that bridge there?
That's about as tight as you're going to get, bud.
Okay, so the wood had gotten really soft, and so you got to make it hard because it was just muting the sound. So I used a little super glue on that and kind of filed it a little more. Brought the bridge so that instead of it looking like this where the string goes over, so it hits the string more, it's more of a point. And boy, it sure sounds different, doesn't it? I don't know if it's the wooden bridge or what, but
What year is that?
this one's a 68.
Gotcha.
So again, it's got, now I think this is 5/8, if I remember. That's what I think I wrote down. But 9/16, 5/8, what's the difference? 1/16. I like the frets on this. A little higher fret. Oh, Gail, did you see what your mother just wrote?
Yeah. You got a palette of guitars again? What kind of pickup is that? Jazz Daddies is asking.
This is at the same as that. It's a Gibson reissue PAF. So I don't know what a 57 classic. This guitar's got a lot of personality.
So it's the same, pretty much the same guitar, just not as fancy, or
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if the arch on this doesn't have quite as big an arch on it, but yeah, it doesn't have. It's got the single ply binding. This is triple ply. It doesn't have a bound fretboard. It's got the different tuners, but yeah, it's essentially that. It's crazy.
So play something on that you can play on that 175. And we'll play the exact same thing.
Okay.
I don't know, just play what you're playing.
Okay, let's see.
And I'm gonna kill your mics so we can hear it.
Yeah, so somebody was said what PAF I think stands for patent applied for. Yeah, they say that on these. You know, they've got the sticker that's kind of you know damaged a little bit. I guess that's what they do to them. But yo, it's not an original PAF.
Huh. Yeah, let's hear. That thing seems like it was a little brighter than the.
Oh, really? You think so?
the
Well,
other
we'll
one, but maybe not.
we'll see. We will see right here on our show. Yeah, so it's the same pickup in both guitars. William Melton, how you doing?
All right.
Want
Yep.
to mute that?
Here you go. You like tell me to mute the thing and then you start talking. That's good,
Well,
good,
I
good
was
stuff.
talking to you, not
There you go.
to
Yeah. People are liking the 68 better.
really.
They're not too far off.
Test. Oh, okay. So my mic's
Yeah, Joel does point out though that the 66 does have the tune-o-matic
yeah.
and the 68. So that could be a big, factor on how it sounds, right? That bridge makes a big difference.
It does.
Because it does seem like it sounds more metallic or something on that,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does.
So
Well, I could, put an old bridge on there. I tried to find one that would fit, and I did find one. It's going to require some grinding, and I didn't want to do it.
what's the problem with the one that came with it?
This is what came with it,
Oh,
but
got it.
but it looked funny because it had gold post and gold thumb screws, and the thumb screw was real fat, and you couldn't get it to pick up the bridge low enough for me. So I put a thinner thumb screw on there.
Right.
That's what I did. So anyway, there it is.
Rob asked, so what's the difference between a one pickup ES-175 and the 165?
Nothing.
Oh, one is
One's
a Herb Ellis, right?
One's a Herb Ellis, yeah.
So they knocked down 10.
Yeah,
for Herb.
you couldn't get a 175 after a while without two pickups, is my understanding. So, I mean, they made these in the 60s, maybe in the 70s with one pickup. But once they went to two, that just sold better on the presumption that you're going to use that back pickup to play a country tune. And so it broadened the audience for the guitar, That's my look into it. So that's why they did it. Nobody used it because the jazz players used it. And, what do I want that for, So,
So did you have to put a strap button on that?
No, there were strap buttons there already.
I gotcha. 'Cause,
Somebody had a strap button question.
yeah, David Eland said, yeah, he just got a new Archtop at the Rocky Mountain Festival.
Oh, did I meet you there?
And he said, what's the best spot to put that strap button?
Well, if you plan on selling it, I guess put it on the heel there if you got room, because usually this heel there's a little piece of plastic there and can be replaced if somebody wants to move it. I personally, some people put it here. I've put them there. I do not like them here, unless your guitar is really built well. To have some backing there, I wouldn't put it here. So, but I would put it right here, right into the neck block. And then I think it feels better, doesn't pull as much on your neck. So the timber is nice on the 68. Timber or timbre? Timber is the wood. Timbre is the sound, right? It could be both.
Yeah. Osvaldo asked, what was the one you lent him while at the jazz camp?
Well, I didn't have this, so it was that one.
The 125, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you really liked that too, didn't you? Is that Ozzy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Ozzy. I'm trying to turn my fan on here.
Yeah, so what other questions are there about that 175? I mean, Mark Wilkerson points out here that neither ES-175 or the 125, I think he means, it has the signature jazz tone like the Heritage Eagle or the L5. I have to agree on that. Like, the thing just doesn't sound as good as, I don't know, there's something about
Well,
it.
it better not.
Well, some of them, I mean, I don't know. Some sound good. Like, well, what makes that 775 sounds pretty darn close to an L5 or a Heritage, but is it the pickup position of that 175?
You mean the 775?
Yeah, it's right up against the
That's where the
fretboard.
pickup belongs.
Right.
Yeah. That's probably the main reason. That guitar is heavy too, man. It's got a lot of mass. And the same thing with L5. You pick up an L5, they're not light. I got a lot of mass going on there too,
So is that light then?
What?
That one you have right there.
Yeah, this is a lot lighter.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see the mass of the guitar making a big difference.
Yeah, it's got a beefier head. That's got a beefier headstock. It's got a 5-piece maple neck. All that matters, This is mahogany neck. So everything matters. Even the shoes you wear, the pick.
Chuck Crocker says, my 175 is more mellow than my L5.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, because the 175 is a spruce top. Spruce is a little brighter.
And what's that one?
Did I say 175? L5 is spruce top. These are a pressed maple, laminate maple. So, and I got to get that high buzz off it, Timber, tomato. That's funny, Joel. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Do you want to hear the Eastman now, since we had these?
I'd rather hear the 775 and hear what that sounds like.
Okay.
Because, I'm curious to see if that, like you said, the weight and the pickup position, does it make that big of a difference? I mean, what Joe Pass? Didn't Joe Pass played a 175, right?
Yeah, but then he had, oh, jeez. He had some other guitars made for him and stuff. And some of them he had the pickup pushed up. Some of them were back. And also the theory is, whoops, that's the wrong guitar.
Yeah.
And the theory is that that pickup is put back so you could pick here and not pick over the pickup. I think gives you room for the pick. Excuse me.
Jasper asked a question: if the bridge on a jazz guitar is sometimes made of ebony, why is it that you don't see top nuts made of ebony or other hardwood? See top nuts made of ebony or other hardwood.
Well, you know, they traditionally came out with bone being harder than wood. Right?
Right.
So,
And then, do you feel like there's maybe any difference between that's a 1966 175 compared to something maybe in the 90s?
oh, yeah, but you know,
But they're going to be a two pickup thing, right?
yeah, and then the nut width.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, here I'm going to shut off the mics. So what's going on with that thing? What's the woods and the sides and the back and the?
It's just like a 175 pressed top, maple sides and back pressed, ebony fretboard, 5-piece neck.
Gotcha.
When you pick up this is way heavier than these other two.
It sounds better. And I think. What do you guys think? I feel like it sounds better.
I noticed Francis said, Mick Mac said, "Oh my God, that 775." Hi, Francis. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it seemed like it's pretty noticeable difference there. It's just warmer and smoother. William says he's got to leave and get back to work.
Get back to work, William.
Thanks for joining us. So probably on his lunch break, right? That's awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll see you later. He's part of the accelerator.
Yeah,
program.
he's probably got a session coming up here, Jazz Guitar Accelerator
And
session.
Mick Mac, Patty Whack.
Yeah. So yeah, that guitar does sound really good. Mark Wilkerson said he had a 59 ES-175 and single PAF. Couldn't get rid of it quick enough. The tone just wasn't there no matter how it was set up.
Yeah, well, I've experienced that. I've had a 62 for years, 20 years, never was happy with the tone. So it's the PAF pickup, the one that they want thousands of dollars for. I don't think they're I don't like them that much.
Is that a maple neck? Francis is asking.
Yes, 5-piece maple neck.
And then we should probably point out that you have the same strings on all the guitars.
Good point, Wes.
Right. And what are those? Tell the people.
Tell the people.
Tell the people about your custom gauge string set.
Okay. I thought I had a set in here. Let me look.
Oh yeah. My favorite part of the show.
Hey, here's a picture.
Rustling through.
Look what I found. This is a picture of me and Norman Brown 30 years ago.
Wow. Random.
I used to sub for him at GIT. I don't have a set in here. I guess I ran out and I had to go back and get some.
Right.
Okay, so it's quite simple. It's I take a set of chrome brights, Diodario chrome brights, extra light, and it comes with a 13 and it comes with a 10 and a 14. I take those and throw them away. I don't throw them away. I put them in a stack of 100s. So now I've got, and I replace it with a 13, 15, 20, 28, 38, 48 hike. And so,
The D'Angelo New Yorker, she just showed up too.
Oh, good.
the D'Angelo, really?
Awesome.
Well, you want to go get it?
No.
All right. So yeah, this is what they come in. They're so what I do is I give you the set, and then add 2 other strings to it, the 13 and the 15, and there's your set. Otherwise, you got to buy, believe it or not, it's cheaper for me to buy a set and add 2 strings than to buy them individually. So it's cuckoo.
Right. And you could buy them, you can buy this set of strings on our website. I just put a link in the
That's
chat.
true. Yeah.
So three sets for $20. That's a good deal for strings.
3 sets for $20.
Or $60, sorry. $20 each is what I meant. Which is a pretty good deal.
Hit the cough button. Never mind.
Here.
Thanks.
My God, man.
Hey, man, this is good compared to the way it was. I went to the doctor yesterday, and I felt so good. Of course, I'm all medicated up. But
Okay, one other thing we do need to point out is that we're not going through that amp as well. We're going straight
board.
into a mixing board, Mackie
Right.
mixing board.
Mackie Pro Effects mixing board. They have nice preamps.
Yeah.
So I'm not letting the amp color it at all, and it's flat, by the way. I think should
Right.
be flat there, right?
Right. Bob Rich says, Rich's strings, big top, small bottom, works for a lot of things. Right.
Worked for Dolly Parton, didn't it?
Yeah, a lot of guys buy those strings, man. You guys,
I know, it's
always
crazy.
you guys sell a crap load of those strings, and I've never has anyone ever said that, like, oh man, I like my Tomastics better, or
I never have heard that, but you
Right.
know, nobody's going to email me and say, "Hey, man, these suck." Usually,
Well, if they really think that, and yeah,
Then they should,
I
but-
would.
Well, I know you would, but
Like, hey, you just told me these were gonna make my guitar sound way better, and it's just I don't really feel that.
it's these strings still play the same songs.
Yeah.
What happened?
Anybody have any other questions?
Mark, Mark. Hi, Mark. I saw him on there. Todd Richmond. The wounds on that sounds the smoothest Tennessee whiskey. That's funny, you know that song, Tennessee Whiskey.
Yeah. Great song.
I hate that song. When you go to play that song, man, it is longer than a night in jail, and there's like 3 chords, and it's just it's a singer's song.
Yeah, it's a
singer's song. It's
yeah, that's why I think normally when the guitar player is singing it.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot going on guitar.
Oh, look at
But
John.
I mean, when you hear someone sing the crap out of that song, you
with
can't deny it. You're
Oh.
like, man, what a sweet song.
Well, the singer I used to work with, Bob Berthold,
Oh yeah.
he's one of those. He's like an American Idol singer, winner. He didn't go on the show, but he could win that show. Unbelievable. But anyway, he sang the crap out of that song.
Yeah, Todd says the Chris Stapleton version is 2 chords. George Jones at least had 4.
Yeah.
That's funny. The Chris Stapleton does sing the crap out of that thing, though. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Can you? Don Rickson is curious about the back pickup on that. Can you just give him a little taste of that? Give him a little Tennessee whiskey. Here, killing the mic.
Go.
That sounds good. Yeah, that's got a good sound for sure for that. Definitely. Dale Sutherland said first time he's heard a 775. Sounds great. How's the relative price compared to the 175?
It's more.
Yeah, it's nicer. It's got a bunch of nicer appointments, right?
Yeah, and the story is between the two. Mitch Holder clued me in on this guitar and the L4 CES. I told this story before. He said Henry, the owner back in the day, had the regular guys in competition with the custom shop guys and said, look, build me a nice, affordable guitar that's beautiful, out of something you got or whatever, and let's see what you guys can do. Something like that. He can tell the story better than me. But anyway, so what they came up with, the regular shop came up with this in their artist series with this flaming F-hole. You flaming F-hole. And then this and the pickup up here, and it's on the 175 format. Well, the custom shop came up with the L4 CES, so they put that L4 solid top, put a L5 tailpiece on it, and then put two pickups, put them in the right place, solid top. So when they come out, okay, well, they were really close together in price. But the L4 won out because, number one, they made more profit on it. Number two, but you wouldn't think they would, but you think a laminate top is easy to make. It's not. Okay, a carved top, they're both a pain in the butt. All right, so but the if they're close to the same price, and then the L4 is solid, right, with laminate sides and back, L5 tailpiece, which is cool, right? So that won out. This is more ornate than the L4. And didn't we compare the two, Wes?
Yeah.
This with the L4 CES, yeah. Oh no, wait a minute. George Cole. George, am I reading this right? I broke my neck for the second time on my H7.
And he's having a refret done too. How did you do that?
He's having a regret. I'd have a regret. Cough button.
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right. I'd like to hear that story, George. He bought a guitar from me a long time ago, a 575. Those are great guitars. And but they're a mahogany neck, and mahogany necks break when you throw them on the ground when they hit the ground. It's the way it is. So you're having it fixed the same. I'm surprised it broke. Did it break in the same spot? If it did, that's a good thing, because they didn't put it on so tight with a glue that is so like steel that it does have a break and they can refix it.
Yeah. Hey, let's try out that Eastman up there.
Okay.
So that Eastman is more, the pickup positioning, which you'll see in a second, it looks more like the 175. It's an inch down from the... So is that Eastman's 175, basically? Or
Yes.
Gotcha. So that'll be interesting. John Smith did ask a little earlier, out of curiosity, how long does a set of strings last for you? Month, week?
6 months.
Nice.
I got a bunch of guitars. If I go to restring it all the time, I play it until they're dead.
Yeah.
Until I can tell that oh, wait a minute, it's time to change the strings. I don't go by any And I keep them clean. If you keep them clean, you're going to be okay. And if you don't, tune them up, tune them down, tune them, take the strings off or whatever, and then put them back on, or really lighten them. If you keep the same tension on them, they last a lot longer. If you have to take them down to do something. And so this has the same thing, same strings. I've lifted the pickup rings off the top.
Oh, that thing sounds way different. Oh, that's interesting. Not that it sounds bad or anything. It sounds, yeah. Huh.
Now this is 1 3/4 inch nut width. Although I was looking at it and measuring the string width, spacing, and it looks to me like 11/16. You know what I mean? The nut width is 1 3/4, but the spacing, and I find that because I picked it up and I thought,
Oh, man. George said that his guitar fell over on his guitar stand.
gee, Wes, you know
I
what
know
that's
about.
like.
Yeah, that sucks. It's so crazy because it's just not that. It's like the angle is so perfect for.
Yeah.
Because it's not like it's falling that far. It's just God. It's like that weird angle. Just
Well, get a stand like this, man, that tilts back and it holds it by this.
yeah,
The other kind where it sits in the body,
yeah,
those are terrible.
yeah. I mean, they are convenient because they can fold up and All right, here. Let's. I'm gonna kill the mics here.
Whoops.
So yeah, that thing sounds has a unique sound. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It sounds good though. I like it. I'm trying to figure out how to describe it, but
I think it's kind of,
I don't want to say like it kind of has a more modern like sound to it. I don't know.
this does have a maple neck. Yeah, this is maple neck, not a mahogany neck. Good observation, I believe. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's 3-piece. This is 3-piece maple neck. Laminate sides and top is
well,
maple.
Micmac is referring to a different guitar.
Oh, he is? What one?
Yeah, he asked, do you still have that blonde 575 with the crack in the front?
Yes.
And then I believe he's asking, says that blonde, does she have a maple neck?
No, it's mahogany.
Got it. But that guitar, the Eastman that you have, does have a maple neck.
Yes, a 3-piece maple.
I got it.
Yes.
So how does that Eastman feel to you compared to those like
Well-
awesome Gibsons? You know, does it?
You know, the neck is, the fretboard's wider. By the way, that's an ebony fretboard. I mean, it's a lot of guitar for the money. These go for around, I don't know. You have to email me if you're interested. I forget now.
Well, here I'll look it up. It's a 372.
Yeah. Yeah, this goes for,
Well, here's one.
well, see what the price is on the website. Yeah, well, that would be a new one. That's
Yeah,
what
I mean, look at all these are all right around the same.
yeah, $12.50.
Right.
Yeah,
So
they're all around that.
I'm assuming
That's
that's
probably-
the price.
We might be able to do a little better than that. I don't know. We'll see.
But
But I'm
no,
going to have 3 of them.
I mean that's a
Like what?
good deal.
I think so. I think they're better than a Joe Pass.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the how it's built is built with more
Attention.
by hand, right? Yeah, you know, more
Yeah.
hands on it. Then I think when it's safe to say that Joe Pass is sent through a factory and
Yeah.
in all shapes and forms. You know, it's
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And where is that Joe Pass made?
It's in that big factory, you know, that one of those giant ones.
Well, in China or Korea
Yeah,
or
China. Well, China.
Gotcha. So yeah, I don't know. I think those you're gonna have 3 of them.
Yeah, 3 of these.
Yeah.
So
Dale Sutherland says, "I'm always impressed with the Eastman sound. I'm confused with their model numbers, least expensive to most expensive. Any insight into the models?"
well, the 910 is the most expensive. I believe it's, I don't know, 17-inch. I have one. We have that big blonde one. you know,
Yeah, that's a sweet guitar too.
Yeah.
That thing sounds good.
There's no rhyme or reason. I don't understand their number system. I know when it says 910, I know that it's a 17-inch. If it says 905, then it's 16-inch. That's the only. And then
What about? Well, then is the 810 also a 17-inch?
yeah, no, yeah, 810 is 17.
And then the
yeah.
805 is 16
Yeah,
too.
yeah, and then the Pisano's are 80s, so there's a 880, a 680. There used to be a 380. Now there's a 480. And that's about all I know about that.
Yeah. Then they have that. Well, their thin line T59 thing.
Yeah,
Um.
I don't know what the 59 means,
Yeah.
unless it's patterned after like a Gibson 59 Gibson 335. So yeah, this has got a different sound to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. I actually like it though.
It's got a little chimey deal going on.
Yeah. You want to play something with it on a track?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, between that and maybe like what else is there? An Ibanez that's around that price, or a Guild, or a little more, right?
Gildsummer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would take the Eastman with the handmade in China, definitely over those. What else was there? What's the one that I'm thinking now? We did the reviews on starts with the S.
What? The what?
I can't remember the name of it. It's the Montreux.
Oh, Stromberg.
Yeah. Which those are a little more as well, right?
Well, yeah, you got to look for a used one. They don't make them anymore.
Yeah. Vincent Kowski says not much of a pressed arch on that Eastman. I guess it.
I don't know. I think it's every bit as much as, especially at that 125. Not much of an arch on that.
Right. Which Vincent had a comment earlier that I missed. I didn't miss it, but I was wanting to say it. But he said, sadly, Gibson discontinued the 175 in 2017. He said, I talked to Gibson last week. No plans yet to bring it back. So I'm curious about that. When you say you talked to Gibson last week, who did you call? Or who did you talk to? Because that's interesting for sure. And Joel Henderson said, you never addressed the new Heritage release. Yeah, coming up, buddy.
It's coming up. Well, you want to do that before I play?
No, let's
All right, I'll do this and then we'll play, okay?
Yeah.
Alone Together in D minor. safe.
I like that. That thing sounds pretty cool for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Anybody hurt?
Danielle said points out that there's also the FV680 CE mahogany and the FV880 CE maple 15-inch.
Right, the Frank Vignolia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Vignolia, yes.
Yeah, those are cool looking guitars for sure.
Well, they're cool sounding. Joel, I have a student on the accelerator that it plays one of those, and yeah, they're a great sounding guitar.
Right. Yeah. And then I just real quick. Good God. Vincent Kowski said he talked to Jim Culbertson in the custom shop. So
Well,
yeah,
that's cool.
yeah, that is cool for sure.
I don't know. Mitch Holder told me something about they had left their carving machines outside and outside in the rain, and they got all ruined and stuff. And so I don't some dumb thing. There's no money in jazz guitars.
They didn't place their carving machine in a secret vault that they like.
Yeah.
That they're gonna find 20 years later and start remaking the 175 because all of a sudden our guys were digging a pit back. We had a backhoe and we're digging a hole, and then we found all the equipment to make the 175s, and so now we're gonna start producing them. Like, sounds like something.
And the price, by the way, is now, instead of the $5,000 they were charging, is now $17,000. You know, that's I don't know. Who knows what they think?
All right. Well, speaking of overpriced guitars.
What? Hold on. Do you really think they're overpriced?
Yeah, I do. I'm not afraid to say it. Heritage Custom Shop has launched a new guitar today. Today is the day, people, that you can get your hands on an H150. And it has this new P90 pickup in it called the 225 Classic P90. So both of these products are launched today. You can see this thing looks like a Les Paul. So this is Heritage trying to compete now in the solid body market, coming out of their custom shop in Kalamazoo. The pickups are they're making a bigger deal about these pickups. Apparently, they are described as being perfectly able to capture the essence of the P90 single coil chime and body, ensuring standout sound both on stage and in the studio. And so these 225 classic P90s come in this new H150. They had rosewood fingerboard, set neck construction, comes in 3 finishes.
I like that.
That blue is cool, right?
Yeah, I'd get the blue.
For sure. That is called the Pelham Blue. So yeah, let's hear how these guys how these sound. They put out a few demos. This video here came out 4 hours ago, so we'll hear how it sounds.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. It sounds okay. It sounds like a Les Paul, right? Or
No, I don't think so. It sounds like a Strat. Oh, let's hear the back pickup now. Well, you can sure tell what that guitar sounds like.
wow, yeah.
It's a good demo, guys.
The demo video is not doing them any favors. Let's hear this one.
Oh, it comes with a built-in chorus. Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm done.
No, it's interesting.
I think it sounds like a Strat, those pickups.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's,
P90,
yeah. So anyway.
But it's brighter than an old P90, I think.
So yeah, there you go. But look at the price there.
Yeah, but take a look at the price of a Gibson Les Paul.
All right. Well, either way, I do find that they're both overpriced.
Pretty much.
It's a solid block of wood.
Well, it's 2 pieces of wood. It's got a top and a back.
All right.
Les
Well,
Pauls.
there's no carving going on, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well,
So
I forget how those are made. I don't know.
either way, I don't know. $38.99 for that. That's or $37.99. They also have another model that's a little cheaper at $25.99.
What does that have in it?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. To me, a Les Paul, I think I like the.
Here, let's see. Standard collection.
There you go. It's got the.
Vintage cherry verse.
It's got the, the pickups.
Yeah, it still has the 225 pickups in there.
Yeah. Those are nice pickups. Seymour Duncan 59s.
Right. So that one probably would probably sound more like a Les Paul, right?
Yeah, I like the Les Paul sound.
Yeah. So I don't know. There you go. I don't know. 26 to 38. To me, that's a lot of money. I don't know.
Jim Rolfe said, "Sounds like the stuff dogs leave on the grass."
Yeah, it's an interesting sound there. Yeah. Anyway, another story here that we got last night at the White House. Secretary of State Antony Blinken got up on stage. There he is with a Strat and sang a song from blues legend Muddy Waters, Hoochie Coochie Man. State Department is announcing this new music diplomacy program. So let's hear it. It's kind of funny. It's pretty interesting.
The great Muddy Waters, and if this doesn't clear the house, I don't know what.
He's not great.
Well, what is he? A
Secretary of State.
Secretary of State. When I was your young boy.
Gypsy woman told my mother before I was born, gonna be a man-child coming.
Who was that other guitar player?
I don't know.
Looks
Gonna
familiar.
make pretty women
That's not Arlen.
jump and shout. And the
So yeah, there you go.
world
A little music at the White House for you. Yeah, so he's doing this because they're launching this new music diplomacy program. So it's going to help artists from the U.S. travel to countries including China and Saudi Arabia with the support of the U.S. government. So the government's going to help these people go over to these places that don't have many shows.
How do we get in on that?
I don't know, but jazz icon Herbie Hancock is all over it. He's going to be traveling to Jordan on the anniversary of 1963 tour that Duke Ellington was on. So, Jordan definitely one of those Islamic countries that doesn't really welcome live music performances. He's also heading to Saudi Arabia, another place that has just really started allowing public music performances. Another thing they're doing is incorporating music into the State Department's English language classes that they offer all over the world. So then they're going to include American songs and lyrics in the curriculum. And then there's also a new partnership with the Recording Academy. So they're going to be like people in the industry, experts from the U.S. are going to be going around and mentoring producers, sound engineers, talent agents, festival promoters, other music professionals all over the world, because obviously the U.S. is one of the countries that's leading the charge in music, and so yeah, we want to get ourselves out there. So
like the foreign people,
Yeah.
that's one export that we have
right.
that's made in the USA is our music.
Right. But Abe Lincoln, who's who they call him A. Blinken, which sounds like Abe Lincoln, Anthony Blinken, he actually has a band. It's on Spotify right here. So check this out.
Is that the guy that was just playing?
Yeah, that is the Secretary of State right here. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Lip service tonight. So yeah, pretty funny though. Man, I don't know, makes him a little
Are
more
they talking about the
about him and the U.S. government. Lip service tonight.
yeah.
You gotta think that, right?
Yeah.
You gotta think that's
Yeah, when they do the State of the Union or whatever, or the girl that comes out that looks like the Muppet, that gives us the thing.
Oh, well, that's just the White House press secretary there.
Yeah,
but
that
she's all about lip service. That's her job. So, anyway, final story here. Cool story from where else? Newbury Park High School.
Oh yeah, that's
A senior there, 18-year-old Luke Tykson. Just started playing guitar 2 years ago watching YouTube videos. So what does he do? He goes up to the principal and says, hey, can I play the national anthem on my guitar during the big rivalry game, Newbury Park versus Thousand Oaks High School? Sold out crowd. Debbie Flitner was at the game.
Was she really?
Yeah. Anyway, that's a big game. Big game in the Thousand Oaks Newbury Park world.
Right.
So he gets up there and busts it out. We'll play a little bit of this one for you real quick. So yeah, this guy pretty straightforward, he's only been playing guitar for a couple years, and this is, I think, is his first big gig in front of the public, which a sold out crowd there, there's a lot of people for sure. So crowd loved it. Some guy in the crowd too, owner of a local golf course, approached him afterward and was like, hey, I want you to play at an event I got coming up. So he plays his first public event, and then he scores a gig.
A gig.
So,
Good for you.
Way to go. 18-year-old Luke Tykson
Way to go, Luke.
from Newbury Park High School, your alma mater.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
See,
well-
why didn't you play the national anthem at your football game? Did you ever go to a football game?
No.
Yeah.
No, I never went to a football game.
That was too cool for you. You
I was working.
right.
We were playing every Friday, Saturday night, man. All right, so let's see. There was a few things on here. It seems to be, what is this? Tom just said that Aldi Meola suffered a heart attack. Well,
Yeah, I don't
that's
know.
not good. Oh, why don't you show the pickup rings that Rob made?
Oh, okay, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so is Rob still here?
I don't know.
Yeah, he is. Okay, good. Sorry, Rob, it's taking us so long.
Yeah. So here you go.
There, now look at that. Isn't that cool? You put that on your guitar. Now he can do.
Okay, so explain that. Explain what's going on here.
You're going to take out your pickup, cut it off, and you're going to put that in over the top so you don't have a gaping hole. And it'll kind of look like something different. There's another picture of another one too, I think.
But what's that going to do? But taking the bottom pickup out of is it going to make the guitar sound better, or?
We'll find out. It's going to take the mass off the top. Now you could lift the pickup ring with the washers that we do, that I advocate, if you want to change the sound of your guitar. But this, I think, is going to be even better because it still is putting weight on that top. This is hardly weighs anything. We'll still put it on with the washers. And not only that, I have a student, William Melton. He said, he's got a Joe Pass. He said, I hated the sound of this thing. And I took off the back pickup and just took it out. And now I really like the sound of it. So if there's a guy on YouTube, I've been following him a long time, Jake, Reinhardt, I think, something like that. Wonderful player. Jake, he's got a little old Ibanez. He's been playing for years, but you notice the back pickup is out, and he, taped over the hole with duct tape or something. And but this jazzes it up, makes it look nice.
Yeah, no, it would look kind of cool. I definitely think that, especially that black and white pattern there.
I like that. Yeah. And it looks like a little speaker, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, people. I don't know. It looks cool. I'll give them that. I like it. Good job, Rob.
And so we were talking about, Rob, if there's something that when you put your guitar in the back pickup position on your switch, if there's something you could do to make change the sound or something, so you got a little more sound palette there. I don't know. So you have a reason for that switch. But anyway, just a thought. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, so when do you get to get one of those in there?
I don't know, Rob. When do I get to get it?
Yeah, so that'll be fun to actually, put it in there and see how she sounds and looks. I mean, you can already tell it's going to look cool.
Yeah, it's going to look kind of neat.
Right.
So it's just something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and I started to try to do it, and I thought, I don't, number one, I don't have the speaker cloth. Rob's got speaker cloths because he builds amplifiers, and I thought, you could put some kind of cloth in there, and I thought, I know this is going to turn ugly. So, like I said, you need somebody who's meticulous about things.
He said he can send it off tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
And then
We'll do it. We'll demo it for next week. I'll put it on this 775.
Yeah.
So,
and then Andrew said that Tuck Andres of Tuck and Patty, who's an amazing player, does this with an old L5. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, and that's what I was going to do too. Put it on my L5.
Right.
Yeah. You need that back pickup like you need a hole in it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Maybe you can get like a diamond like a bedazzled one for the red L5.
Oh, yeah.
Put a bunch of little crystals on it or something.
Oh, yeah, rubies.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that would be cool.
Mark says, thanks, Wes, for comparing the tones of those guitars. And by the way, Wes,
Yeah.
if you like what Wes does, send him a tip if you don't mind, because I'm not going to give him one. But
No, he's not. No. Man, those neighbors are loud.
I know, they're happy.
We're having a party.
So, yeah, gosh, he would appreciate a tip. He does a lot of work for this, and so I would appreciate it too if you would.
I would. And Joel Henderson sent me a tip earlier, so thanks,
Oh.
Joel. I appreciate that.
Some guy, yeah.
Yeah, and then the other week too, I got a few tips, and man, it helps a lot. And I really appreciate it. Because believe it or not, I do put some thought into this, whereas, he,
right.
on the other hand, just kind of wants to wing it, and gotta have some order. So, but anyway, we love doing this, and it's definitely fun every week for sure.
What
Definitely.
is the in the military the 5 P's?
I don't know.
5 P's are poor planning makes piss poor performance.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
So anyway, if you want to give me a tip, the link is in the description of this video, or and my Venmo too. You can Venmo me a tip too. All the info's down there. I'll throw it in the chat too as well. So thank you for anyone. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no kidding.
So what do we got next?
Well,
Let's go back to you're back to the 175, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, we could do a harmonic analysis of autumn leaves, which I thought about doing, but I'm getting tired. Isn't it time to go? Getting close?
It's only 12:35. We still got some time.
George asked about this guitar strap.
Oh yeah.
All right, now this particular one is made by Eldorado Straps. His name's Bill Silverman, Eldorado Straps. And if you call him up and say you want the one that Rich has, this is really nice. It's really thick here, and it's all real leather. And he patterned it after the cheaper one that I have. But what's nice about this is it just is more solid, and it's nice. Doesn't cut in or any of that.
Yeah, and then that's based off of the what is it? LR LM straps, which you can
Bass strap, yeah.
It's a bass strap. You can pick up those pretty much anywhere. Sweetwater, Guitar Center, wherever.
Yeah.
But those, it's a good thick bass strap.
The thing about it is, Steve, you buy this strap, and I don't know how much he charges for these, but you will really be happy you got the real good one.
David Bronson asked, do you have a chord melody lesson for What's New?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't. No.
Or could you play it? No.
No.
And then Bobby Cox Jr. Says I recently got a ES-175. What I like better than the L4 ES-175, 3-piece neck. Those single-piece mahogany are what break like kindling.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
So John Smith, what is the neck on the 175?
This one, mahogany.
Got it. And then Timothy Neufeld, how's it going, Tim? Well, he'd love to hear our analysis of Autumn Leaves.
Want to do that? You got to use this overhead.
Okay. Sure, let's do it. Why
Do you
not?
want to?
Yeah,
All right. Well, can you?
I do. All right, let's see. Here we go. Oh, we got your dirty Kleenex in there too. Perfect.
Oh, I don't have my good pen either.
Joel asked, Rich never addressed my, ES-175 question that he bought from you. The spruce top / mahogany back and sides. Am I prone to feedback with this beast?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's a special guitar you got there, Joel. That's real special.
I'm trying to remember what that one was.
You don't remember that one? That was
What
really
color
nice.
was it?
It was blonde on the top and mahogany on the side.
Oh, yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah.
That one looked, yeah, I've never seen one like that, which was sweet.
I don't think you're prone to feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, if you are, you know, there's things to consider, you know. But I think you're playing at that restaurant going through the PA, right, or something. So you're not going to have a problem with that. Okay, let's do this. Autumn Leaves. So look at, all right, there's a couple of ways of interpreting the chords, but we're going to do the simplest way. Now, traditionally that song, you know, we would call it E minor, right? E minor. Some people say, what key do you do it in? E minor, let's say. And that's because it ends in E minor. However, it's easier to probably interpret the song as in the key of G. We could do it both ways, but I'll show you. All right, so in the key of, let's call it G, okay? We've got A minor, D7, G major 7, C major 7. Okay, if we're in the key of G, this is 2, 5, 1, 4. And then we go F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7, E minor. That's pretty much the A section. All right, so here, what are these chords? This is 6, right, in the key of G. This is 5 of 6. And then, therefore, this is 2. This isn't 7 of G. It's 2 of 6. So we have 2, 5, 1, then go to the 4, then 2, 5, 1 of 6. So can you get a guitar shot here? So A minor, then 2, 5 of E minor, or 6. Okay, now, all right, why do I want to do it like that? Well, because look at, let's say, okay, let's do it in the key of D. So the 2 chord in the key of D is E minor, the 5 chord, the 1 chord. Now 2, 5 is 6. What is 6 in the key of D? B minor. What's 2? C sharp minor 7, 5, 5. To D, to B minor. All right, that's why you want to learn it in the number system and not just the chords, you know. So you want to do that. Now sometimes people put an A7 here, which is 5 of, well, it's kind of a 5 of 5, taking us 5, but taking us back, but we have to go back to that A minor, back to that. That's sorry, running out of air. The B section. Da 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 da. B7, and we already know what that is. E minor, A minor, D7, G, C. Let's do that much. So again, now we're 6, 5 of 6, 2 of 6. Okay, so these two are pointing to this. Then these two chord, 5, is pointing to G, back to 1, and now to 4. Then da 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 da. So that's where we're at now. Da 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 da. Now we're getting into some busy stuff here. Let's interpret it like this. Here's 2, 5 of 6 again, right? My darling. Now, this chord, A7, D minor, G7, when R, C major 7, dim, leaves, start to fall. All right, now, a lot of times, this is the mother chord, let's say. All right, this is 4, right? And this is 5 of 6. 5 of 6, moving to 6. This is 2, 5 of that. Okay, so this is 5 of 4. This is 2 of 4. This is it. Now, here's where it gets a little. You can see the trickle down theory going on here. Now this A7 here, now is going to be 5 of D minor, right? You see how this is going to boil down to D minor, which was 2 of 4. I know it looks complicated here, but basically it's 2, 5 of, these two chords are pointing to this. This 2 points to this. This 2 points to that. Let me show you now. A lot of times, sorry, Wes. A lot of times this chord is actually not A7. It's E flat 9. And what is that? That's a flat 5 sub of A7. Okay? So it still has got this function here. This chord here is a lot of times D flat 7. What is that? That's the flat 5 sub of G7. A lot of times this chord is played as C dominant 7. If it's C dominant 7, that's a flat 5 sub of F sharp 7. What is F sharp 7 then? F is 5 of this. So you see how these kind of it's like road signs. This points to that. This points to that. This points to that. That points to that. And harmonically, that's what's happening. All right, so let me play a little bit. Let's take the bridge. You got to hear that E minor, right? And then now we have A minor, D7, right? But now we go back to the 2-5-1 of the 6th chord, E minor, A7. So this sounds like us. Now, if I use the sub 5 chords, you can really hear it. Okay, so that's the tune. So now you can take it and transpose it into many other keys, and it's a little easier to do than just say, well, okay, if this is to the A minor, move up 3 frets. Now it's C minor, take the D, move it up 3 frets. You don't see the relationship of the chords moving to one another. So when you do a harmonic analysis like this, it makes more sense. It might sound hard in the beginning, but once you keep doing it, you start seeing patterns in many, many songs, and the patterns all come together. And you're thinking, wow, this guy's doing this. Well, that happened in this song over here. And so it's a great way to learn a song is to do a harmonic analysis of it. Now, like I said before, some people might say, oh, wait a minute, it's in E minor. So there is a way of doing it in the key of E minor as well. And it just gets a little more complicated. But it can be done and deciphered that way. So there it is.
Lore Vault says autumn leaves. Oops, sorry. Analysis hack. Cycle of fifths in reverse, starting on the fourth chord and continue a fourth up from there diatonically.
Cycle of fourths. Is that what he said?
Cycle of fifths.
Fifths in reverse. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
4, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1.
Yeah. That's what it is. So look at this. C, cycles of fifths or fourths, whatever. That, this is cycles of fifths going this way. It's cycles of fourths, fifths, fourths. It all depends. A fifth is an inverted fourth, so it all depends on how you read it. So, yeah.
Cool. Are you done with the camera?
Yeah, I think I'm done with that.
Awesome. How about you play another song?
Okay, Wes.
Got any requests out there? Are you taking requests today?
Yeah, only if I know them.
Right. Let's see.
Hold on, Wes. We haven't played this forever.
Say it again.
Have I played this before? Impressions?
Yeah, I'm sure you have. But you might want to start it over.
Or should we do C minor blues since we're doing?
You always do that one. Do this other one. C minor blues, you've definitely done a billion times.
All right. This guitar is kind of sticky. Take a simple song like Hank Williams and walk us through the thought process of reharmonizing it like they did to get the classic jazz comping kind of arrangement.
Yeah, that would be cool, for sure.
You mean like that? Do another, but now do it in fancy chords? I want to try a different guitar. This one got all sticky, or I'm all sticky. Something happened here.
Huh.
Is it humid in here?
No. It's getting warm, though.
It's getting warm.
I would say we can open the door, but those ladies next door are pretty loud.
They got a lot of nerve.
Yeah, you're crazy neighbors.
Actually, I think it's just my hand that's all sticky. So anyway, we're coming up on 2 hours here, Wesley.
Yeah, you better. I don't know what you're doing without the guitar, but
I don't know.
probably wrap it up here shortly, unless you got more questions.
To cry. The midnight moon went down through a cloud, and I'm so lonesome I could cry. if you do back cycling, you can do almost anything. I don't know. Does that help you?
Yeah. Anybody else have any other questions? Yeah, Bobby Cox Jr. says he's got a book of all the Hank Williams tunes inspired by Joe Pass and Roy Clark there. I mean, I was inspired by Joe and Roy to get that. Hank is enough inspiration on his own. But yeah, if anyone has any other questions, we're probably going to wrap this thing up.
Yeah. Well, thank you, you guys, for joining us. If you're not here, we're not either. So next week, what are we going to do, Wes? We're going to show those pickup covers. We've got a 775 coming in.
We're not going to show all of the stuff.
You're not going to show it all.
Easy, pal. Easy, pal. Just,
You're going to spread it out. I kind of faked my way out of that one. Okay, guys, we'll see you next week. The brand new show, right, Wes?
Yep.